Okay, so here we have, as you see on the side here, all right. Let me see. I don't see any people. All right, cool. Let me get a thing. Oh, good. Okay, as you see here, I can't even read it. Oh, goodness. All the things that you need to do. All right. All right, let me change it now. Okay. All right. Here's some stuff for reducing. It's just some ideas. Reducing home hazards, gives you an idea on here. Let me go back. All right. All right. Automatic earthquake gas shutoff valves. Here we go. Nevada Earthquake Safety Council. All right. Personal medical plan. You can read through that. I mean, it's got a lot of real good stuff here. All right. I'm going to have to actually edit the stuff on the bottom. It didn't come out the way I thought it would, So I'm going to do my comedy. I really wearing the hat's much easier than wearing the whole bunch of hair. So anyway, we will be talking about earthquakes as in your life and the real thing. When I was a kid, I lived in San Bernardino, California, in Colton. I went to a school, and I would say it was a good school. They did all the things underneath the table and blew they had at that time the teacher would blow a whistle, and we would all stay under a certain time and then get up, and it was like that's what they did. you know and with all this stuff going on and all these volcanoes spewing out and stuff, so I wanted to put out, just, I'm not saying that the world's ending. I'm saying it's good to be prepared, because just like when my kids were younger and we moved out here, I had 3 gallons of water at all times. You're supposed to drive with a gallon per person. So, yeah. I take things seriously, even if there's no volcanoes going around here and there's, no earthquakes happening that are really making any news. It's good to have these on hand, extra water, a little extra this and that. And you can go down the list on here what you're seeing, and you can tell me, what you think. You know what I need to do? I need to edit this. There we go. All right. I've been told before, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, on all, parallels or factors of life going on. Life's a damn earthquake. I'll tell you that much. It's an earthquake. There's a lot of that going around lately. So right now, next to me, over here, you see an earthquake readiness. And that is where you can go. That is, let me check, make sure. Yep, it's right there, And let me make sure. There we go. Nevada Scientology Laboratory, University of Nevada, Reno. So it gives you an idea what you're seeing. That's where you can find your information right now. You can find your information right here. So, and I just wanted to say thank you, Yeah, life's like right now, we have over in Europe, another volcano decided to wake up Friday. Said, oh, gee. I woke up and said, oh my gosh, Pompeii's got to go next. Oh. At 11 o'clock, I left. I said, you know what? I'm going to go to rallies. I found out they got a rallies here. I'm like, oh God, it reminds me of being in Detroit, except this one doesn't give out weed. Oh, well. I'm joking. They had a rallies that I used to go to, and they did a sting operation. They had to close it for a time. And my joke was, yeah, but this one doesn't have weed. Dang. Yeah. Well, anyway, earthquakes and life challenges happen. And sometimes you hear things from people that you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear stuff. It's like my dad said, we all lie to ourselves. We lie so very well. And I believe it because I lied to myself. I'm going to be honest. Someone on the internet told me, you know how you get people who don't know how to say that you gained a bit of weight, like a whole, like, you know, uh, 20 pounds, and you're going, yeah, those 20 pounds don't look good. I mean, your bosom, my bosom looked good, but that was the end. That was it, you know. And I'm like sitting there thinking, oh crap, get myself going. So I did. I went on that Tai Chi walk-in. I went on the Tai Chi walk-in, and it wasn't the walk-in really. They taught me how to put foods together that help actually burn, body fat, so you can keep your nice, slim looking waist. But then it was, to me, it was like a big earthquake. Ah, crap. And of course, when you fast for 14 hours, and a lot of times during my fasting, I was working. So if you're fasting from, almost all my work, pretty much I'd come home and eat. Yeah, come home and eat. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, life's like an earthquake. And over here, as you see over here, this is where you can get all the information if you want in the state of Nevada. All right. Yeah. And I was just like kind of bummed, You know how you look in the mirror and you're like, crap. Oh, geez, I let myself go. Oh, Lord. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's big. I was thankful, though. I mean, the guy could have said, look, fat bitch, you got some blurbles on. In my family, we're Polish, so blurbles mean you got fat. You got instead of saying muffin top, we go blurble top. Yeah. There's no muffin top, it's blurble top. Yeah, I was like, all right. I was up to the challenge. I was. I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm blurble top. I really am. And I did take care of that. And I was proud of myself more than anything. I was like, yeah, look at that. I'm on the internet going, woohoo, look at, okay, I overdid it just like when I won first place. Okay. So yeah. Anyway. At 11 o'clock, I decided to go get some rallies. So here it is. Here's my strawberry shake. I remember taking the kids. They would have like these, you know, you can get for like $2.50 a whole rally meal. Seriously. My son, when we would get a rally meal, it was like a big, because the rally fries and everything. Oh man, it was so good. So yeah, I went out and got a rally shake, and they got rally stuff I'll eat in the morning. It's just, I don't think I need my sugar that high. Oh wow, you're like, whoa, I think I got enough sugar for the next couple of days. So yeah, life's like an earthquake though. And then you got to pick up the pieces, or if you did something stupid, or things got misconstrued, you have a life like an earthquake. Like anything else, like what's on the site here, this is a preparedness. Go on this website if you want to. If you're in a different state, California, wherever, go on their website, see what they have. Tell me what's the best website. Okay, give you something to do. Anyway, yeah. And life's like that, having a preparedness when those earthquakes happen. Like knowing that I was told if I didn't get my ass moving on the tables, which I knew I wasn't because I never did before. I always had 2 hours of help. So I digress. I started when I came back, I started saving up money here, there, everywhere, just saving it up. And then when the time came, I was not hurt. I was not, that's having like right here. You see right here, a preparedness. Preparedness. You're preparing your something, Don't forget to put a thumbs up. I appreciate. And that's what life is like. It's like having something of a checklist. Okay, when shit happens, you have to have a foundation, a preparedness. Friends, people, someone you can have that you call friends and family and stuff like that. You know, I have one, I know I do. And I'm grateful. Right now, I'm learning about going within and loving it. My next book's called Going Within and Loving It and Redoing My Whole Bedroom. I want to paint my door, not to get off topic, to look like the Friends door. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I got the purple from, my room. I think I got to find it in my storage. So yeah, I was really excited, to get out of the pit, to be out. And to be thankful for someone to do that for me. Not do it for me, show me how to do it myself. Excuse me, my God and goddesses. To show me how to do it myself, to give myself the strength to do it. And I'm very grateful for that. Yep, I'm grateful. I didn't mean for the burp, but yeah, I'm very grateful. And I come to the whole point and the whole feeling when you have at least one person. Sometimes I have two. I have people all over the globe. And sometimes we just connect. And then we connect again. They're not lovers. They're not guys. They're usually what's left of my godparents. I have a lot of godparents for some reason. I do not know why. I just have loads of them. The only thing I could come up with is my mom said, like Oprah Winfrey, everybody's a godparent. Yep, there you go. I have some, I think I have a godparent in Brazil, and their place is beautiful. That's what my dad said. He was over there through Chrysler. So when you have your friends, you know, around, not all the time, you tell them stuff. Hey, I had this and this go on in my life. Can you give me some advice? And say 2 days later, they get back at you because they live a life, they work, and they got other things to do besides go and, answer people back. And they answer back, hey, yeah, oh, yeah, and they answer back and give you an honest answer. Now, it might not be the answer you want, but it's an honest answer. It's better than ChatGPT in a lot of ways. And he always agrees with, yeah, that sounds great, He'll say, oh, yeah. Should I join a nudist colony? Sure, that sounds great. Sounds like a new adventure. ChatGPT, you're amazing. You're amazing too. They're never downbeat. They always got a great attitude. I used to think, damn, you imagine waking up and being like, all upbeat. Hey, how are you? Oh, I'll get that right away. Yippers. We're going to get woo. Yeah. No. I go to talk to Chat GBT and he goes, you've been talking to Grunk. I'm very jealous. Yeah, I have been. More or less. It's like two of the same things, but Gronk's a little bit. I don't know. It's just something different. Anyway, like earthquakes and things like that happen in your life, and there's going to be plenty, like they call them deaths sometimes. Earthquakes, like over here, you can look here at this website that is taking up most of the space, and that's where you go. You can get some answers because I can't put it all on the thing. I tried that and it just looks horrible. Ugh. Yeah, so I gotta fix that when I'm done. I'll just put the website down. Yeah, I gotta fix it. Yeah, my cat's looking at me. You hardly stand. So yeah, when you have an earthquake, shit's happening. God, I don't know what to do. Let me go get some alcohol and I'll deal with it. That's nice too. But when you get it and you do that too much, it's just your body can only do so much. I had a friend, she couldn't forgive her parents. She couldn't move on as a person, I guess. She drank herself to death. We think, 3 years that she's been gone. In October. Yep, 3 years. So, and when I heard it, I knew because I kept telling her, I bought the crystal for my friend Christine, and I said to her, you got to quit the drinking. It's killing you. I mean, in the thing that she gave me to put the crystal, it was filled with like little bottles of alcohol, vodka. That's her drink of choice. The vodka. Yeah. So she passed away, and my son said, God, you could have, the only thing my son could say, I could have gotten the crystal cheaper. Really, Devin? Someone. So, yeah. A lot of times we have earthquakes and we never recover from them. We crumble like the earthquake itself. We end up succumbing to one of our negatives that likes to do. You got, the partier, then you got the loafer, There's different, ways to demise yourself or have your own personal earthquake. And it sucks. It hurts. It hurts to die. It hurts to go through the pain. It hurts in the whole, web of mess and stuff, It just does. I don't know what to say, except the best way to do it is just know it's going to pass, really. Make sure you have a good foundation and a good escape plan, is like my dad used to say. Always have a back door. He was a what you call analysis, a writer for computer software and stuff. The old fashioned. He always used to talk about his back doors. Always had a back door. My dad said, always have one. Really, Dad. Ooh, I think there's just sweet. So, yeah. And in life, it's good to do that. They call it escape plans, putting something aside so your ass isn't cooked, knowing that you know where you stand, and that's just the way it goes. You know, it is what it is. And I was really happy though. I was happy to be out of the pit. I was. I was like skipping. "Yay, dee, dee, dee. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm out of the pit. Out of the pit." Yeah. To me, when you've been expecting it for so long, when it does finally happen, you're like, it's like, okay, all right, my next step in my life, what I got to do, build myself up, make myself feel better, look for another job. And that's where I'm at. And that's my biggest earthquake, besides ruining and, you know, I'll probably be alone for the rest of my life. You know, it's just, oh gosh, I don't ever want, those dating apps are just horrible. I have not met one that was decent, so it's like this. It's like going on a really bad date and going, oh, great. You know, you come home, you're like, I've been fished again. Like I said, to keep safety, your safety, always meet the people at a casino, or if there's no casinos around. Not everybody. Thank you for the thumbs up. Not everybody lives in Nevada. So, in a public place, grocery store, or you can just meet, like, uh, you know, at a restaurant that's public, and that's where I usually, if I was single and I didn't live where they had casinos, I'd go where they had the next thing, which is a restaurant with a, pub in there and stuff. And that's what I would do, you know, and see how much they drink or if they don't. Because all my dates, I didn't drink. Mm-mm. I know. I I had iced tea usually because it was a lot easier to deal with. They refilled your thing. Usually, if you left, if they were nice enough, they would have you go home with one. But you can tell if you're with a real dingling and they just kind of go, yeah, bye. And you're like, okay, I'm going to sneak out. So you're like sneaking out. I got to start over again. Another earthquake. Yeah, over here, over here. This is where you can get your stuff. But if you're in another state, you can go to a different website, obviously, your state's website for anything. If you have to evacuate for anything, there's people who live in Florida and Georgia that have to evacuate when they have hurricanes. And they've had already a lot of stuff go through there. That's just like, wow. Whew. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't know what's going to happen. I've pissed everybody off on the internet, and I am going to be forever alone. because that's the feeling I'm getting, I'm like, "Ooh, okay." So I'm just sitting back going, I know that I'm not everybody's favorite at all. And I don't know what I did to piss off certain people. It is what it is. I'm just, I seen how other, I guess you would say, platforms where you go in there and you go, "Hi." And they're like, "Hey, how are you doing? Are you having a good day?" And then you go in other platforms and you're like, wow, you almost feel like cut the air with, yeah, it just, wow. There's different platforms. You feel more welcome. It just is what it is. Some people are more standoffish, I guess, if you've been screwed over before, if you've had your heart run over, if you've had things happen. I can understand. And like I said, I didn't expect him to take my side or anything. I was cool with it. There was nothing I could do because I didn't know, why somebody uh, wouldn't believe me that I wasn't live one day. Because and then it went to other stuff. It was like talking to somebody who didn't know what they were really getting at. Like they wanted to pinpoint me and to get me off and thrown away already. You get my meaning? Like, well, you're okay for now, you know. We'll help you get monetized. I'm like, it's okay. I can do it myself. Because when you already had someone pretty much put you out there as a person that is not trustworthy and just gives like the, what was it we used to call it, the cold prickly feeling. And I'm like, wow, this is like a really okay. I almost wanted to say just okay and just let it go. That's what I should have done. Okay. It just got to me, kind of. It was so cold, just like I gotta put this down, you know. And it was just enough of a trigger. If they would have just put a smiley face, I would have walked away. But I just felt like they were there was some animosity in some sort. Like they really didn't want me there in the first place. And that's how I felt. That person, whoever sent that, just did not want me there. Did not. Something's going on that instead of her taking it out on someone else, I get the blunt force for some reason. Yeah, they're good. They're nice. They're great. But they're going through their own personal stuff at the moment. I should have stopped when I should have, and I should have just walked away. It is what it is. So I can't, you know, like my dad said, just it's good to step back and say, let this person win it. It's good to be, down the road as a human being than to be non-existent. So yeah, I've been thinking of going, hoping to get enough money from this platform in order to take a couple week vacation in overseas. I've seen this thing for this island that has, like, it is amazing. They don't have time. The island without time. And I want to go and visit there. I am just amazed. I just want to go overseas and visit there. So I want to make enough money on this platform to go and visit there, you know? And it's called The Island Without time. That's right. I am grateful for, I don't know if I can even call them my friends, people who help me do what you see here. Okay, over here, this is your earthquake readiness. So I want to go, it's Norwegian. Yes, Norwegian. Oh, man. I want to go there in the summer, though. I really do. I want to go. They supposedly had the great, you can really see the northern lights in the wintertime, though. Yeah. Hi, how are you? See, over here, we're talking about your, earthquake readiness, and we have to deal with our own earthquakes in our life. I'm thinking I would love to go, and I'm going to get more information. We're going to talk about this island. Is amazing, and I'm going to get some great pictures and throw it up, and we'll be talking about this island, and I would like to go there, and hopefully I can earn enough money off here so I can go to this island. I'm just excited, you know. So anyway, welcome. Put a thumbs up. Uh, if you want to see a certain portion, it would be easier on your own desktop and stuff. But you can here you get an idea what it is, the website and stuff. And it's got a decent picture. So yeah, life is that way. It's like a big earthquake. It's like what's happening overseas. Volcano. And with volcanoes comes earthquakes and readiness plans. So if you have a readiness plan, you know where you're going to meet, you know what you're going to do, you know how to turn certain things need to be turned off, your gas if you have gas. Hi, how are you? Yes, we are talking about earthquake. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hello, how are you? That's right. Life's an earthquake. And here we have, see, I'm just showing, this is the state of Nevada earthquake readiness, and it will bring you ready. And I'm also a comedian, a woman comedian, and I'm talking about life's earthquakes that happen in our lives and how we deal with them and what's the best way to deal with them, but also to have a readiness on the side. You can also have readiness for earthquake. Yeah, because we've had so much, in in the past and stuff going on. Hi, how are you? I see there's some new people here. I am Steffi, and I am a comedian. I am talking about earthquakes as in our life, and we need to be ready to make sure that we have earthquake readiness. And also, if we have animals, don't forget, you need to add extra water and food for your animals. And that's very important. A lot of people say, well, I'll just give the animals some of my stuff. No, you make sure they are your fur babies. That's what yeah, right. Yeah, my cat's over there just being so cute. Anyway, yeah, it's good to have a readiness package, a good thing, and a good idea what to do. If you have to leave, if you have to evacuate, what evacuation routes you have to take. So, and it's the same thing, taking the right route, just in life, instead of like going, oh yeah, I just won't do nothing, and I'll just be all sad. My life sucks. I'm so sad. It sucks. Yeah, my life sucks, but you know what? It's going to get better. It's not going to stay this way. Come on. Someone's going to get smart to the fact. And you know how some people are. The truth always comes out. It just takes time. And that's what I'm waiting for. Just takes time. And that's all it takes. In my thing, I'm like, hey, all right. So, yeah, a volcano over in Europe, a volcano, another one blowing up. Do, 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 do. Another volcano blowing up. Do, 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 do. So, yeah. So here it is, another volcano, and it's all this stuff. So have a good plan, just like your life plan. It's like me. When I go on a date, I feel like, let me get my fishing gear. Who am I going to be fished for? Okay, let me go get my boots and put my boots on. I'm ready to go out. Yeah, really. That's what I'm looking at. I'm serious. Where am I going to do my fishing? Oh, God, my friends used to joke. So, where are you going fishing at? Vegas. Uh-huh. And then they would say, yeah, yeah, and they'd make jokes about certain people like, oh, yeah, this. He goes, is it going to be, they would just always make a joke of certain people that are going to be in town in Vegas. And you're like, really? And then I get set up with people where you're like, oh crap, this is a miniature version of Santa Claus, right? You didn't make the cut, did you? I almost felt like saying that. And he goes, so what do you do on the weekend? And I go, oh, I joined a special regiment. We go about 20 miles on the weekend sometimes. And he's like, oh, that was it. I go, oh, that's how you do. You just say, oh, I just go to the gym all the time. I was just sitting there. I like the rowing machine out of everything. I'm like, yeah, woohoo, woohoo. Okay, getting off topic, and I am going to go back on topic. We're talking about earthquakes, and it's also about ready preparedness. Over here on the side, you can see this is where I'm from. I'm from Nevada. Crump, Nevada. So, yeah, I'm from Nevada. And that's where I have over here. You're welcome to say something. You can go up on here. So, yeah, it's Nevada. So, yeah. And I've always thought to myself, you know, oh, this is so easy. You guys just make a big deal of it. You got money, you can fix it. That's how I used to. Some people are just, they're done pissed. And you're going, oh, fuck. Well, I fucked that up. Things you fucked up that you just go, oh, fuck, man. Those are some bad. You just think to yourself, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. And then you just, you're going, well, they got their scissors out and they were out cutting and cutting. And I was like, oh, I better just back off and go, okay, yeah. Those are those earthquakes, when you're going, oh, did I fuck up earthquakes? Those are earthquakes, they're not games. To me, they're earthquakes now. Shit, I fucked up. Oh, looks like I'm just going to back away and go, okay. Because he's got a lot to deal with. Really. I got to pour into myself. I want to learn when I go on vacation. I want to be able to talk to the people. You ever do that? You want to, you're going, like I was thinking of going to Japan too. Yeah, there's another place I want to go to. And I'm like kind of weighing out, because they both have airlines and stuff. And I got to figure if you go it in at a further away time, I can afford it. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, where would my money go? But where would I really want to go? I want to go to the place that doesn't have time. I mean, I love Japan. I love the anime. I love all the things, that it has to offer, including, the, yeah, the panning machines. But yeah, I would love to go there. But I'm trying to think, is one going to be more expensive than the other? And then I'm thinking I would like to go to the island without time. And I'm going, oh yeah. Yeah, because I would even bring one of my old watches to put on there. Yeah, because yeah, this is a band for whom, and it's keeps me healthy. So yeah. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow, about the island, what it's like there, um, all the stuff. It's supposed to be really cool, and I really wanted to go there, so I can just, see how things are. I'm just curious, and I seen it, and I instantly fell in love. I really did. I fell in love with this island. It's called the Island with No Time. Yeah, and it's not in America, but it's like it looks so cool. So tomorrow we will be talking about the island with no time. Yeah, the island with no time. So put a thumbs up and, you know, um, subscribe, share. Yeah. Hi, how are you? Yeah. So tomorrow we'll be talking about the island with no time. That's right. The island with no time. And like I said, earthquakes are a serious thing. On the side here is an earthquake readiness. And if you go on the website, you too can have the fun of reading all that fun stuff. I'll have to redo the bottom half because it's just compilated and so there you go. I'll redo it later. But anyway, I hope everyone's had a great Saturday. As for myself, I have looked at different places and thought I would love to go there. So, if anything, my theory is if I like it enough, I might want to live there. You know, I mean, this place looks like, my kind of place. So, who knows? Maybe I'll go out there and I'll live there. Hey, better than Alaska, I'm always saying. And there is absolutely, it's beautiful. It's called the Island with No Time. So, my theory is, well, look, I might end up living there. You never know. The island with no time. So tomorrow, that's what we will be talking about. I will have a lot of contemplation of pictures, and we will be talking about the weather they have there. And of course, they have the lights. They got a great light show in the wintertime, and it's absolutely breathtaking, beautiful. I bet it's about $5 million to live there. We got $5 million to live there. There's no time. It's not 3 o'clock. It's any o'clock. We're up and ready. Yeah, the land with no time. So we're going to go. It's not the island with no time. We will be talking about that. I would love to go and visit there. So maybe I can start making some money off here. I'm like been working hard. That's why I put all those miniature more or less, I put a lot of, oh, hi, how are you? I put a lot of miniature, the 3-minute videos because pretty much that helps me get me monetized. Woohoo! Yeah. So I'm working hard to get monetized. Hey, how are you? Put a thumbs up. Tomorrow we will be talking about the island with no time. Over here, if you're interested in an earthquake, format, but this is like dealing with, life's earthquakes and making fun of all my little miniature earthquakes, like, being fished. Oh, yeah. You ever see those earthquakes? Those are something. Those are fun. Yeah. You know, yeah, my friends used to joke about that. Did you get fished this week? No, I didn't. I haven't been on the dating site. Yeah. So it's fun. Oh. And you go, well, I gotta move on. And you're just thinking, I'm lower than a snake, so you gotta build yourself up so you can just, more or less, so somebody will hire you, and they go to hire you, and you're like, so what are your qualities? I don't know. I fuck everything up. Yeah, you're sitting there. What? Oh, I'm a people person. I've heard someone say that, and they would say something, and the guy said, "What'd you say?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm a people person." It just cracked me up. I was like, "Oh, wow, that's funny." They had good interviews on Friends, trust me, and it always makes me laugh. And it's true, though. Life is that way. We all have things that happen that are earthquakes and are bad. It doesn't mean that you have to do do something that you'll regret later. Always have that friend that you can call, you know. And we're not talking a 1-800 tarot reader, okay? That don't count. A good friend to talk to. When you have that, you have more than some people do. So always remember that. And things can be gone within a blink of an eye. You know, and yeah, I know how that can be, boy. It's lonely. It's lonely. Yeah, it's real lonely. It's lonely. So yeah, it's lonely. And I'm alone, so I usually don't drink milk. Oh yeah, I don't. I know what it formulates. I got myself strawberry shake. It's lonely. So anyway, I am looking forward to seeing if I can go to some resale shops and seeing if I can find anything Lady Gaga is what I'm looking forward to trying to find. I'm going to try something, and see what I could find. In my budget. Almost free? Oh, like my dad used to say, oh, it's almost free. Yeah, Dad. It's almost free. How much is it? Remember, Daddy, it's almost free. Give me your credit card. No, how much is it? Yeah. I was not usually that type of person. I usually worked a job and then I pay my dad back. Oh yeah, I've used my dad's credit cards for years, and he's trusted me. You're the only one that pays back. Yeah, gives you the evil eye. I used to joke. Nah. So yeah, I really enjoyed this show. Tomorrow we will be talking about the island with no time, the place I want to visit. So that's the reason why I'm bringing it up. And let's hope I can work hard enough and bring up this platform a lot better and figure out what I can do to bring it up and make it a whole lot of a better deal. I try to get a thing that would cover up here. And I can use the StreamYard on my laptop, but I don't know about using it on my phone. And I was like, oh no, that might be a bit of a challenge. So I tried with a covering, like a sheet, and it just was such a pain in the ass to put up, and then you got to take it down. I'm like, crap. I want to get something like you can like get a green, like a thing they could just pull out. So I don't got the money for that right now, but I got an idea for that, you know, so I could just put like something that I could throw up and back, and it'd be cool. So yeah. Well, we got a lot of looky-loos. Okay, so I will let you guys go. Don't forget, you know, put a thumbs up. And have a wonderful evening. Well, morning now. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good evening. Take care. I am holding on. No, I'm standing my ground. Maybe a cat woman. Here, Kiki. Joking. I'm joking. All right.